What up, peoples? What up, y'all? Man, I know this is an early one. Y'all don't be expecting me to do this shit on Sundays, but I had to get in here because I got police stop law class in about another hour, less than an hour. So we got to run through this shit quick. That reminds me, if you want, yo, what up? If y'all want the police stop law class, what y'all gonna need for what's coming up in the future, get on over to the Patreon channel because it starts at 11 a.m. West Coast time. So just get on over there, sign up, and you can get into the police stop law classes, the live ones. All right, but today we got to expand on the Saturn joint. What's up? What's up, y'all? What up? What up? We got to expand on the Saturn. What went down with the Saturn? Y'all was y'all were hyped on that, but y'all had a lot of questions. So I got to get in here real quick, answer these questions, and break down some more stuff. So let's see. Breaking down some more Saturn, because this, like I said, this is the most important thing that's happening in our lifetime, actually pretty much in history, because it is happening on a solstice where the sun will also be involved at the 0 point energy. So that means all three giant bodies, the biggest bodies in the solar system, will be at 0 point. So that means you got all of those energies at your disposal for whatever you want to do. Now remember that means good or bad. That energy's right in the middle. And if you push it a little bit this way, it'll go that way. Same thing. It'll go whatever way you push it. So again, you got to stay focused. So we're gonna talk about some of the things that you guys, some of the rituals you guys can do, some of the things you guys can get to help you guys amplify your energy. Because you guys were hitting me up with what frequency, what tuning fork to get and all, So I'm gonna hit y'all up with some of the tuning forks that you want to try to use to tap into that energy. Yo, what up? Cold World, what up, baby? So yeah, we're gonna work through it. We don't use the word try, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna give you all the information. If you use it, so what? If you do, you use it, you use it. If you don't, that's on you. So the Great Conjunction. So we just starting off letting y'all know. We understand. Yo, what up? What up, Jay? About to see you in police stop law class in a minute. But so as we said, the worship of Saturn is real, y'all. Y'all better understand. The worship of Saturn is some real shit. They really believe in that shit, and they working it, and they doing it. Oops, let me oops, sorry. So I had to turn off my thing. So they work in that Saturn energy, and remember, Saturn is the biggest thing to them. So when a Saturn comes into a conjunction with Jupiter, meaning they're going to have all of that Jupiter energy to be able to push whatever they plant in the seed with that Saturn energy. Remember, Saturn is the sower, the reaper. So you reap what you sow. So whatever you plant in that ground, Saturn is like, all right, as long as you till the ground, as long as you water it, you know what I'm saying, give it the good plant food, give it some good sunlight, it's gonna grow. You have to do the work on that. What up, Tish? So, like I said, Saturn is real, man. And just to let y'all know a little bit about Saturn, why it's considered, or why it's on the plane of a sun, it's actually made of the same stuff as our sun. It's made of helium and hydrogen. So if you don't know, our sun is just a bunch of, hydrogen molecules coming together to form helium, exploding, blam. So, it's just, giant ball of fire, because you have all these giant explosions of hydrogen molecules coming together, boom, exploding, making helium. So hydrogen and helium is what our sun is made of. So is Saturn. Saturn is made of hydrogen and helium. It's just not ignited. They don't know why. It's literally the exact same thing as our sun, but it's not ignited. So they don't know why. It's not as volatile. Those helium, those hydrogen molecules aren't crashing into each other, exploding, forming the helium that makes that giant fireball that we use every day. So, but it's made out of the exact same thing. But it's also the lightest planet in the solar system. Because it's made out of all gas, it's so light it would float on a tub of water. Like if you had found a tub big enough to hold it, it could float on top of the water. That's how light it is. Remember, it's air, which is ill because we're moving into an air age. So we're about to super speed, y'all. I just want y'all to understand. We're coming out of that 200 years of Earth energy. You know, that slow, you know, steady, you know, foundational, materialistic, you know, working for, you know, to be material, all of that stuff. We about to take off. Air, you can't hold air, baby. Air moves. It's a hurricane. You know, it's a tornado. You know what I'm saying? But it could be a cool breeze too. You know what I'm saying? So air is what it is, but you can't hold it. It moves. You know what I'm saying? So that means we're getting ready to move. We're getting ready to super speed into this shit. So big giant gas ball. That's what Saturn is. It has 82 moons. Just so y'all know, 82 moons. It has the most moons of any planet that's out here. 82 moons. Jupiter used to have the most moons. It has 79 moons, which is crazy. So all these different moons would suggest that there might be some planets that may support some life. If you know what's happening. And just incidentally, let's go just real quick. I'm going to touch on what just happened. The Israeli guy came out and said that there were aliens. Did y'all see that? The former Israeli defense dude, or the space guy, he was head of the Israeli Space Department for all them years, and he was a professor for 20-something years in Israel. Respected professor came out and said, "Oh yeah, I'm 87, so I don't give a shit no more. Yeah, it's a galactic alien force out here, nigga, running the world." And Trump know about it. He was gonna tell y'all, but we told this nigga, "Hey, nigga, you tripping, nigga. you gonna cause catastrophic you know what I'm saying, turmoil in the world if you tell everybody that it's aliens, that we got an alien federation that's running the world." But this has been told throughout time. The Canadian defense minister, he came out and did a whole presentation in front of the government, the Canadian government, saying that there were aliens and there was a galactic space force and all this and that shit. So just so y'all know, they trying to slowly. This is remember, we're moving into an air age, which is information. They were gonna start releasing this information slowly. Oh yeah, just to let y'all know, there's aliens, y'all. Oops. Sorry, we didn't tell y'all before, but yeah, it's aliens. But so that's what they're doing. They do it slowly like that. So you heard that. Then on Jimmy Kimmel, he tried to make a big ass joke about it. But I think Jimmy Kimmel believed it, because what happened was when they told Trump, why did Trump come out with this space force all of a sudden? Just all of a sudden, when he first became president, the first thing this motherfucker did was like, "Yo, Space Force, nigga. That's the biggest thing we doing right now, nigga. Fuck with all of y'all. What else y'all talking about, nigga? Space Force, Space Force, nigga. Hey, nigga." And Mike Pence went around to every goddamn base, renaming it the Space Force base. This motherfucking Space Force, Space Force, Space Force. Why did he do that? Because they told that motherfucker about the Galactic Federation. And they told him, "Oh, you can't tell nobody," but the compromise was, "Okay, we'll let you make a space force. How about that, nigga?" You see, to keep your dumb ass quiet, we'll make space cops. So your stupid ass, because you stupid, your dumb ass think space cops is gonna do something, nigga. Like you can fight the aliens who are millions of years beyond us. But yeah, you go ahead and make a space force, nigga. So just to let y'all know, it's a galactic federation out there, just like Star Trek. You think that's what they call it in Star Trek, the Galactic Federation. They told your ass years ago about this shit. So just letting you know, they told you. So get ready for that shit. So, but the reason I was saying that, so they got them 82 moons, going back to the ancient Sumerians, Anu. So the Anunnaki. Anu is the name of Saturn. So the Anunnaki means those who came from Saturn. Truly, the breakdown of the word means those who came from Saturn. Do y'all know that? So it ain't, if y'all think about this planet called Nibiru and all the rest of that, yeah, Nibiru was some other stuff too. But just to let y'all know, Anunnaki means, Anu is Saturn, and Anunnaki means those who came from Saturn. So and Saturn got 82 moons around that bitch. So you think somebody ain't chilling on one of them damn moons? All right. So just let y'all know about that. Saturn is the Lord of the Rings. Saturn is Lord of the Rings. Just let y'all know. Go back and look at that shit. Lord of the Rings. In Lord of the Rings, on top of the Dark Mountain in what was it, Mordor, they had the big crescent. The crescent also represents Saturn. Go look up the video, alien symbols of an alien sky. It shows the whole thing. The crescent, the eye in the middle. Remember the eye I told y'all last time? The eye represented Saturn, Venus, and Mars all conjoined into one. When they were in perfect alignment, you had that eye. It looked like it was looking down in the sky. So, oh shit. So, Lord of the Rings. That whole movie was about Saturn. The eye, all of that shit. Everything is Saturn worship. Why? Because Saturn is the great father. It's the first father, is what they call it. Again, go back in Egypt. It was Atum Ra. Ra, just so you guys really know, is actually Saturn. It's not this sun. It's not this sun. This is why there's when battles back and forth. Like there was Aten. If you go look up Akhenaten, he was the person that said, you know what? We just gonna worship this dude, the sun. Stop fucking with all the rest of them other guys, like Saturn and all the rest of that shit. He's like, look, we just gonna worship this nigga right here. And then they were like, nigga, you tripping. Saturn is the shit. Nigga, we get your ass out of here. So he got out of there real quick. They wiped all his shit out and we worshiping Saturn again. So Saturn is Ra, just so y'all know. The immovable sun, the pole star. This is what the obelisks point to in the sky. In Egypt and Kemet and Heliopolis, when you look up, it points straight to Saturn because the Saturn used to be right there in the pole and we rotated around with Saturn. So it was sat right there. Shit. I gotta hold on, let me put my lock on this damn thing because it keeps turning. So Saturn was the pole star, Atum Ra. And the sun that moves in the sky, we call that star is Horus. The rising sun. That's Horus. So then you add the two, they put the two together, and that's when you got Rahurakti, and those are two. So Saturn is Ra, just so you guys know. It's not this sun. We call this sun Ra now, but the actual sun before, the Ra before, was Atum Ra, and that was Saturn. So, Lord of the Rings, though. Go back and peep that damn movie, Lord of the Rings. All of that is all about us. The Bell Rock demon that he had to fight in the beginning. What's his name? Gandalf, the bearded motherfucker, the old wizard nigga. He had to fight. You shall not pass. He was fighting a big ass fucking bull. That was Saturn. Saturn with the whip and shit. That motherfucker was fighting Saturn. Come on, y'all. This is y'all better get with this shit. And the reason I'm saying this is because not that you guys should be worshiping Saturn. You guys should understand because Saturn fell. You know, Saturn fell from its height into its low point to the dark side. So we're about to get in that too. But it fell to its low point. So I'm just saying this so you understand how we used to run everything. We were in harmony with the solar system. We ran everything how the planets move because these are the biggest influential energetic bodies that we have. Of course we're gonna fuck with those. This so you know, it's like the fucking with the planets. Think of it like this. These big influential bodies that come in. Say if you was chilling with some homies, and you know, how many of y'all seen Friday? Pete, R.I.P. to the homie Debo. But how many of y'all seen Friday? What if an actual character, y'all was chilling around your homies, you having a good time, and Debo walked up in? Yo, what's up? What y'all got on my food, punk? What's up? If that came around, that energy, you would feel that shit. You'd be like, nigga, damn, nigga. You'd be like, hey, get this motherfucker out of here. Like, you would feel that energy. And then conversely, if you were feeling sad and somebody came in and they were just super positive and they were like, man, you know what? You forget all of that. We gonna start from here. You the greatest. You boom, that pumped you up. You would feel that energy. These are giant bodies that these planets have the same effect. When they come around into our soul in harmony with us, these energies have the same effect on your bodies. That's what as above, so below means, which is why you're supposed to understand this stuff. We didn't run anything without being in harmony with the solar system. They got us off of that shit. Also with the tune, with the tunes. Just real quick on the tuning fork side of the game. This is a tuning fork. This is 432 hertz. This tuning fork is 432 hertz, which comes out to the sacred number of 9. 9 is the greatest number in all of the universe. It's the most sacred number in the universe. Can y'all see that? Sacred number in the universe. They tune all instruments. They used to tune all instruments to 432 hertz. Now it's tuned to 440, which throws your whole system off. This, can you guys hear that? This is what you're supposed, this is the healing frequency. So if you got one tuning fork to get for the Great Conjunction, I would get 432. But so this is the stuff they try to get us off of that energy. That's our science. We're not going to rise back into that shit until we get back in harmony with the universe, with nature. Do y'all understand that? We have to get our science back, and that was it. Being in harmony with all things. You guys are so out of harmony, out of depth. Man, damn, man, I'm broke as fuck. Oh, damn, man, I ain't gonna be able to do this. Oh, man, damn, what the fuck? Oh, man, damn, look at LeBron. Oh, man, all the fuckery. Everything getting us away from how we had power. But this conjunction is coming back. This is our time to rise. You see, I got the Phoenix rising on. You see, I got the Phoenix on today, baby. This is our time to float. We about to blow up. So, it was Lord of the Rings. Darth Vader, just talked about the dark side, when Saturn fell to the dark side. That's what all the dark side is about. I love to go back on that because Star Wars is my favorite joint. Empire Strikes Back is the greatest damn movie of all time. I don't give a shit what you say. Now, Saturn, Dark Father. So Darth Vader means Dark Father. Remember, Saturn was called the first father, fell into the darkness, became the Dark Father. Darth Vader, Dark Father. There he is. So, and remember, you got Luke Skywalker, because Saturn was stationary. Luke and Horus are the same thing, but Luke Skywalker, Light Skywalker, the sun that started moving. We can follow this nigga now. So now you got Luke Skywalker and Vader. Luke Skywalker being the son of the Dark Father. So, just so y'all know, they had a couple of sacrifices recently to get ready for this conjunction. Who just died? Tiny Lister. Y'all know him as Debo. But before he was Debo, what was his name? His wrestling name. Zeus. Jupiter is Zeus in ancient astrology, in ancient lore, in mythology. Zeus is the Greek name. Jupiter is the Latin name. So Zeus is gone. Just out of here. Natural causes. Then, guess who else got killed? The guy who played Darth Vader in all the movies, the big tall guy who was in the suit, not James Earl Jones. James Earl Jones was just the voice. But the person who played Darth Vader, the man, he died recently, just maybe a few weeks ago. They got their sacrifices going. They sacrificed Zeus and Darth Vader or Saturn. They're the symbols of those two. This shit is real. Y'all better understand. Y'all better get with your science because they're using it all on you. And we're coming into a time where that shit is going to be even stronger. And the energy that they're using on you is going to be even stronger. Y'all better get with that shit. Y'all obviously know about Saturday or Saturn's Day or Saturnideus is the actual name of Saturn's Day. Y'all know about Moloch. We just told y'all Moloch. But Moloch goes back to Malik, which means king, which goes back to Martin Luther King, which also goes back to Moloch comes from Melech, which is the name Malcolm, which is also goes back to Moloch. So Martin Luther King and Malcolm also, both of those names were Moloch, which are Saturn. This is why they both were sacrificed. Y'all better get with this shit. Y'all better understand. 1961, there was a great conjunction. There was a great conjunction in 1961. They were like, remember, the planets stay together for a while. Sometimes there's actually there's something called a triple conjunction too, in the same year where they come together, but they don't come that close. But they conjunct 3 times in the same year, which is crazy, within like 7 months of each other. So that's happened a few times. The last time was in 1941. So that's it right there. You go. So then who else? We got King James. Remember, King James, Malik or Moloch means king. You think they just planted that name King James on him right off the bat? They did his astrology chart way a long time ago before they fucking chose. He's the chosen one. Why? Because his name is King James. They planted King James, and also that motherfucker's a Capricorn. Ruled by what? Saturn. Y'all better get this shit straight. They chose that nigga. And why did he win the damn, he just won the championship this year? Because Saturn was in Capricorn most of this year. Niggas powered up. That was his whole energy. They engineered it for him. That was a symbol of what's to come. Saturn is coming, bitch. So remember, they focused on Saturn. You want to focus on both of those energies, but neither one of those is better than the other. They're both going to cancel each other out, which means their power is going to be there, but the intention, their intention is not going to be there, meaning your intention will be able to override all of it. So remember, it's the owl. Saturn is the owl, like on the dollar bill. We know that. So, and also in the when they do the grove, what is it? The Bohemian Grove, every July, where they worship the owl, big Moloch owl, when they sacrifice their worries to Moloch, and it looks like a baby on the altar that they're sacrificing, but they're sacrificing their cares. I mean, because they're fucking you up throughout the year, and that has to bring about a lot of a lot of turmoil and strife inside. But they go to this thing, they sacrifice their cares away, and then they get to do it another year, and they do it every goddamn year. And they even say in there, like, look, we know we can't run from the karma all forever, nigga, but hey, as long as we got the homies and we doing this shit every year, nigga, we gonna do it as long as we can. Go look at that. Go look up the ritual, the Bohemian Grove ritual. Listen to the words. They know what they're doing. Michael Jordan. The name Mikael means he who dares to be like Saturn. El in ancient history is Saturn. Remember that. El is Saturn, not God. It's Saturn. So Mikael is he who dares to be like Saturn. Why you think this motherfucker? And he played for who? The Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Molochs. If you want to call it that. Then you remember he's Kronos, father of time, and the king of the Titans. Remember, so Saturn is the king of the Titans, right? And also Saturn's biggest moon is called Titan, right? So Saturn is known as Kronos, who birthed the Titans, which is one of the main Titan, which is Zeus. That's why he's the greatest god. So you guys got to start doing your mythology, man. All of this shit comes from us. They're just these are just how the planets were moving around and playing out in the solar system at a time, and they call them the great gods. And why? As they should, because these big energetic bodies, these gravitational bodies, if they moving around and they're chaotic, they're gonna wreak havoc on our planet, because we're the smaller planet. Like, just to give you an example, there's a black cube in the center the center pole of Saturn. This black rotating cube. Where do you see all these cubes all around? These black robes, the black cube the mortarboard that you graduate with. Excuse me, that you graduate from high school with and college with. All of that is representative of Saturn. The black robe is Saturn. That's from the Saturnalian cult. So just get with this shit. But the reason I said that, because that cube, just to show y'all how big this shit is, 2 Earths. that cube is the width of 2 Earths. That's how big that shit is. This is how big these bodies are, and how big these energies, when they come around, they affect the Earth and you. So just so y'all understand, this is not some bullshit, man. These are major energies that you have at your disposal. So let's take up the great conjunction throughout time. What has happened? So in 1861, there was a civil war. That was a great conjunction. What happened? Civil war. See, always some fuckery, some shit happens when the conjunction comes on, but they using it for their fucked up energy. That's why I'm saying that, because they know and they use this energy whenever it comes around, so they push it wherever they go, and it seems like it's always some fuckery. But you gotta take hold of that energy. They don't have a right to it. So 1861, the Civil War. 1921 is one in 1901. That's when America, Roosevelt, and all that shit happened. So we had a big, we had a big election. Roosevelt and all that shit happened in 1901. Then in 1921, that was the remaking of the financial system. That's when the Fed and all that started to come in real strong and wreck the stock markets in the 20s. So they crashed it. That's when they took over the financial system of America in the 20s, the roaring 20s. Then 1941, what? World War II. These motherfuckers, they know. They planning every 20 years. They plan to do some shit. Then in what? 1961. You had 1961, the civil rights movement came out. We was using some of that energy at that time, but they were still using it. And then a couple years later, they sacrificed who? Martin Luther King. So let's get with this shit. They sacrificed Martin Luther King, sacrificed Malcolm X before that. Excuse me, Malcolm X first, and then Martin Luther King. So then in 1961, guess who was born? Your boy, Barack Obama. I say Obama because that's a fake ass nigga. But Barack Obama was born in 1961 during a Saturn-Jupiter conjunction, the Great Conjunction. Why you think this nigga became president? That wasn't an accident. Let's see, 1980 to 81 is when you get the computer. Like I said, the home computer came out. And also Ronald Reagan was elected and they tried to assassinate the nigga. But he had the astrologer I was thinking of, it wasn't Sylvia Brown, it was Jean Dixon. So that was their astrologer. So, you know, putting them up on games, sprinkling them like, yo, man, these niggas trying to kill y'all, nigga. Y'all better do something. Yo, let me put a little magical energy, astrology energy on you niggas. But that was going down. 81. Had a lot more stuff going on in the 80s, but the biggest thing in the 80s was the home computer. That changed the game for the world, was the home computer. In 2000, what hit big? The internet. The internet hit big in 2000, and cell phones. That's when that really changed the world. Internet, cell phones. Whoa, as you can see, internet almost dropped the shit. But internet and cell phones, I wouldn't be able to talk to you right now without both of those. So that happened in 2000. Also, 9/11. They planned that shit for 9/11. That was perfect. They planned that shit perfectly in 9/11. All that Saturn energy. They was like, yep, we about to change this bitch. War on terror, bitches. So in 2020, you seen what they've done to get ready for this. They done killed the boy Kobe and Black Panther. Black Panther and the coronavirus, the lockdown. They getting ready for this shit because they got a whole new world of technology lockdown that they got ready for us to implement on us. And remember, Aquarius is about technology, information, social, it's a social planet. So is Saturn. So they're about to, and we can move that shit for us in a socially positive way. But they're like, nah, we're gonna try to lock down society even more because Saturn is about control and restriction and conservative. And so if they feed into that Saturn energy more, that's what we're gonna get more of. So we need to feed more into the Jupiter energy. Like, nigga, we about to blow up, nigga, fuck that shit. But, don't disrespect Saturn. You got to work. Saturn is there to make you work. Saturn is a great planet because it gives you the fruits of your labor. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what your parents are supposed to teach you. You got a parent who don't ever make you do shit. Hey, go slap that parent, because them motherfucker ain't taught you shit. Parents supposed to make you work so that you understand the value of work, and then you get rewarded for it. So that's what Saturn is. That's why it's the great father. It's disciplinary. It's a disciplinarian. Hey, get your what the fuck I tell you? So work both of those, but they're trying to feed more so into the Saturn energy to lock us up more, just so y'all understand that. And we can't let them do that. You got to get into that Jupiter energy. Let's see. Just so y'all know, been working on time. All right. So just so y'all also, the conjunction of Jupiter. Oh, appreciate you. The conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn was known as the Bethlehem star that the wise men followed. So in your Bible, remember the Bible is nothing but astrology. So now we really break this shit down. The Bethlehem star was the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. And in that year, there was a triple conjunction, meaning this is how the stars were moving across. There was 3 conjunctions that year. Remember, they happened within a 7-year period. So the 3 wise men, which are nothing but Orion's belt, just so y'all know, it ain't no real motherfuckers. They're called the 3 wise men. The 3 wise men are Orion's belt. So this is all astrology. You got the Bethlehem star. The 3 wise men followed the star of Bethlehem. The 3 Orion's belt stars followed the star of Bethlehem. And then till what? The birth of what? Jesus, the sun, which is around that time. It was also the solstice. Till our sun rose in. Remember, our sun in the solstice, it falls, because this is when all that was happening in the wintertime. Remember, the sun falls to 0 degrees Capricorn for 3 days, and then it rises, or it's a rebirth. So the birth of the sun was the birth of baby Jesus. So that whole nativity shit is about astrology. It's about the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction, the stars of Orion's belt following it, and then waiting, and then when they get to our sun being rebirthed from the solstice. Man, y'all better get with this shit. Seriously, this is all our shit, man. This is fucking crazy. We used to be masters of this shit. Now we don't know nothing. So, see, the last time we had a conjunction that was this big was in 1623. So, but we couldn't see it. The last one that we could actually see was 1226. But in 1623, we couldn't see it. But remember what happened around 1623? That was when slavery majorly jumped off in the world. And we got that was really our downfall, was the 1600s. That's when that's when we was like, fucked up. That's when we went downhill and we started getting all the smack down. You think they didn't use that shit? And especially in 1623, they were working on it. They was really high on alchemy at that time. And so Saturn was in alchemy. Go look it up. Saturn is the sun in alchemy. So, especially back then in the 1600s. It's maybe not now, but back then Saturn was known as the sun in alchemy. These motherfuckers worked everything around it. So in 1623, you can bet your ass that they knew that was happening, and they worked that energy and got us what? In this state that we're in today. Fuck that. Let's use this energy to rise up out of this shit. Come on, Phoenix energy in this bitch. We got to rise. This is our time to do it. If they can use it to put us in the fuckery, we can use it to get out of the fuckery. Especially, we can do it more than anybody, because we can vibrate. I mean, all we really need to do, this is the funny thing. They thought if they could separate us, if we just separate these niggas, then they ain't gonna be able to be together. They ain't gonna be able to do nothing. That's some fuckery. They know that you think like that. But anyone who's on the same mental frequency, that's harmony. That's superconducting. We don't need to be in the same place. As long as we're mentally on the same frequency, they ain't got shit to do. And then don't let us be vibrating like that and this melanin is connected. Oh, get the fuck out of here. That's why they really didn't want us around each other. They think the melanin needs to be in close proximity to vibrate, and it doesn't. We are superconductors. Superconducting means when 2 points vibrate at the same frequency, that means the energy flows back and forth lossless forever, as long as those 2 points are on the same frequency. So that's all we need to do, is get on the same point. So again, whoever the fuck you know, I don't give a fuck what they believe in. Make these motherfuckers think some positive shit about what we need to be in, where the whole melanated people, where we need to be in as a people, as a whole, for this next year, especially within January. This is just to get y'all understanding. The energy is going to be really strong in January. I mean, because they're going to be so close. So, they're going to be together for about 2 years, but, as they move apart. So a conjunction, just so you guys know, a conjunction is any planets that are within 12 degrees to 0 of each other. That's a conjunction, right? So these planets are going to be moving. They're going to be moving together for a while, for about 2 years. But in January is when the energy is going to be crazy strong. Like, whatever, all your rituals and all your ceremonies, whatever you do, man, January, make that shit. Do it 21st. That's the most powerful one. 21st. But all throughout January, make sure you hitting that shit real strong. Visualize it. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing cleanses, cleanse your body. Again, helps the frequency to vibrate, to flow through your body better. It helps you to receive the energies better. everything you need to do to get back to the science that we were on, because they really they are trying to keep us from it. I mean, sending out COVID alerts every day. Make sure y'all stay in the house now. Like, what the nah. So we need to ride and get back onto our shit. Again, Phoenix rising in this bitch. Oh man, appreciate you. Phoenix rising in this bitch. We are not playing. So just so y'all know, and this is some other esoteric shit that they got going. Guess how close? Guess the distance that Saturn will be from the sun. 30.3 degrees. At the conjunction, it'll be 30.3 degrees away from the sun. 33. Masonry. Come on, they on this shit. They knew that was gonna happen. 30.3 degrees away from the sun during a great conjunction, during a winter solstice, during a what's it called? The transmutation, moving into a new element. Come on, man. Do y'all understand the fucking energies that's going on right now? This is insane. This shit is fucking insane. And they know that shit. They was like, nigga, there's way too much energy to let these niggas get a piece of this, nigga. Sit your ass down. So, again, we can't let them do it. 30.3 degrees away from the sun. Come on, man. They are seriously with the bullshit. And so what rituals can you do? What rituals can you do? Again, tuning forks. These help to tune you in. So the top tuning forks that I have, the highest frequency are, excuse me. This is 432. So you 432. This is 639. All of these come out to the number 9, just so you know. This is 963. This is 999 right here. And then you know about Om. This is the universal tone. Can y'all hear that? This is the universal tone right here. Here, put it on your third eye, on your crown chakra. You can actually put this anywhere that you feel pain in the body, that's disharmonious in the body. You can tune your body with this. It's fucking crazy. If you feel pain in the elbow, hit that shit. All pain is when your body's disharmonious. It's not in the right frequency. That's all pain is a frequency that doesn't harmonize with your body. So turn the whole body, you harmonize, you turn the whole frequency, you turn the whole body into one frequency. Like, look, we about to tune the whole body. That pain has nothing, it has no choice but to go away. Trust me, I've done this with all kind of shit. Toothaches and shoulder pain, knee pain, all kind of shit. Goes right away. But you got to understand that your body and you in the mind has to know that that's what it's doing. Remember, it's a connection. Your orgone pyramids. These, again, show you these orgone pyramids. These will help block negative frequencies. They transmute frequencies, actually. They take negative frequency and transmute it into positive. That's the most important thing. It takes negative frequencies, transmutes them into positive energies, all right? So you just want all the good positive frequencies going around you at that time so that you'll be able to pull in. First of all, you want to be able to emit, because this is what you're doing. You're putting out into the universe. This is what we're doing. This is remember, this is like the great sowing. They think of this as the great soil, and we just about to throw seeds at that bitch. We about to throw as many seeds at that bitch as we can possibly do it. So you're emitting. So you want to be as high frequency as possible when you're doing this. So what are the other things you can do? Write things down on pieces of paper. These things work. So write anything that you want coming up in this, in this next conjunction. Write it down. Write that shit down. Make sure, and then remember, visualize it. Visualization is one of the most important things that you can do, because you have to mentally create something first before you can actually bring it into the physical plane. Everything that you see in the physical plane was a thought first. So, and then it had detail before it was created. It wasn't just some aggregate thought. It had detail, and then it was work put behind it, and then it manifested. Same formula that you're going to have to do. All right, so write that stuff down. Write it on a piece of paper. Visualize it. Go over it for the few days before the conjunction. Excuse me. Go over it for a few days before the conjunction. Get the visualizations in your head and write as many things as you want down that you want to happen. But when you write them down, make sure you have to put the energy towards those things. So don't only put as many things that you feel that you have the energy to put towards. All right. So if you just putting the gang of shit down and you're going to be slacking on that shit, you're not going to get it. So make sure it's a manageable list. Okay. You want a manageable list. But other than that, visualize it, and then what you can do is you take the fire to it. And when this is a ritual, you can take fire. Fire is powerful, right? Powerful ritual. You taking that, you burn it, all right, with the intent of all of those things happening. So you put it on the fire, you fold it up, take it, burn it, and then you take the ashes and then you take them outside and spread them to the universe. That releases that energy out there into the universe. And also an alchemical phrase that helps things to manifest is so mote it be. Okay, this is an alchemy. They use this. They don't tell y'all this shit. It's a phrase called so mote it be, right? Because you want it to come into existence. You want it to be, right? So you end in the affirmative. Okay, this is what coded speak. This is actually how Yoda speaks. He's like, to the spaceship we must go. See, he uses the verb at the end. It's an affirmative. So you do the same thing. So when you do something, so mote it be. Why is it mote? That means motion. Motion. You're putting that into motion into the universe. So mote it be. Pretty much everything I do. Then I'll add what I'll do to it. I'll take a piece of wood, which is nature, and knock 3 times, putting that frequency out into the universe, reinforcing that energy 3 times into the universe. So mote it be. Bop, bop, bop. But don't make sure it's not metal or something. Make sure it's wood, something that's that's close to nature, that they didn't have to process as much. But these things, man, when you understand that these things work, these energies are out there for you to take advantage of. We haven't been using this shit. It's just been sitting back and they've been using it. That's why they're running the world right now. All of Washington, D.C. laid out to the solar system, laid out to the astrological solar system, laid out to the solar system. Why is that? Why is Washington, D.C. laid out exactly to the stars? Just like all the other goddamn temples and shit in the world. Obviously, that shit has power. But they tell you it's bullshit. It's time to get that shit back. And remember the other thing, tomorrow on December 14th, there is a solar eclipse in Sagittarius. Man, do y'all understand? This is some powerful energy going on right now. Hope y'all understand, man. We are in the most powerful time, man, in history right now. Tomorrow on the 14th, so y'all can do some meditating tomorrow, because also solar eclipses meaning 0. That means that's also rebirth energy. So we are in the most important time of rebirth right now that we've ever been in. They know it, which is why they don't want us doing nothing. They don't want us doing anything. Sit your ass down, do nothing. Don't participate in this energy. Don't think about it. You just want to be depressed. You want to be sad and scared and all the rest of this shit. No, fuck that. We are about to mash out with this energy. So again, tomorrow on the 14th, there's a solar eclipse in Sagittarius, right? So vision, Sagittarius is vision. So visualize what you want. Plant that in the ground. So the 14th, that's the first part of the visualization. That's preparing it. That's like a sous chef at a restaurant. The chef cooks the food, but the sous chef, he prepared it. He cook it up, make sure, let me cut that up, make sure, because, so the chef don't got much to do. So sous chef your shit tomorrow on the 14th. Then on the 21st, man, go all in. 18,000 course meal. Go on, do that shit. Mash out. Get together with your family, your friends. Remember, you can meditate. You can meditate together. Increase the power. If you all have one, like if your family, if you want to get your family out of financial debt, or you want to move, or whatever it is, if you guys if all of you guys have the same intention and goal, get together so that link that energy together, so that shit boosts. Like, man, throw that shit out there, man. Get to as many people as possible that you can do this with as possible to create the most amount of energy as you can. That's what we try. That's the only thing that's going down. From right now to the 21st, that's the only thing that's going down. I'm trying to get as many people on this shit as motherfucking possible. All right, that's all I got. I got a class in about 5 minutes. I got to get ready. So, man, please go to Reelnagas.com. Please get your stuff because we're going to need this in this coronavirus. They're going to try to make us do these mandatory vaccines that are giving people Bell's palsy right now. So remember, if you guys get the great book of Melanin Research, you get all of this for free. You get the whole package for free. Can't hold it up right now. Can't show y'all that much because I got to get ready for class. Please sign up to the Patreon channel if y'all want all that information. You want your status classes and the law. I'm about to go over there right now, so holla at me. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man. I'll let you in a minute. Peace.